Dear students, welcome to 12th class biobotany. So we were discussing about asexual and sexual reproduction in plants. So last class we have discussed about pollination. What is pollination? It is transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of another flower is called pollination, and there are two types of pollination: self-pollination and cross-pollination. So you know what is self-pollination? Self-pollination, which means in same flower, pollen grains are transferred to stigma of that flower. That is called self-pollination. And we have discussed about what are the mechanisms that promote self-pollination in plants. Then next we have discussed about cross-pollination. Cross-pollination, which means the pollen grains which transfer from one flower to another flower, that is called cross-pollination. And today we are going to discuss about what are the mechanisms present in plants that promote cross-pollination. That is called contrivances of cross-pollination or outbreeding devices. Okay, so let's study. So what are the mechanisms present in plants that promote cross-pollination? We can classify them into two types. First one, dicliny, or it is also called unisexuality. Dicliny or unisexuality. Okay, and this is divided into two types: monoecious and dioecious. So you know what is monoecious? Monoecious means in same plant male flower and female flower present. Dioecious means male flower and female flower they present on the different plants. Okay, so these two conditions that promote cross pollination, so they come under dicliny or unisexuality. Then another type, unicliny or bisexuality. Unicliny or bisexuality, which is divided into several categories. The first one, dichogamy. Dichogamy simply means the anther and stigma maturation time is different. Okay, so that prevents self-pollination and promote cross-pollination. Dichogamy again divided into two types: protandry and protogyny. So protandry means anther mature first and later stigma mature. So self-pollination prevented. Protogyny means first stigma mature, then after anther mature. Protogyny. We will discuss in very detail. Then another type of unicliny, that is hercogamy. Okay, hercogamy, which simply means in the flower style and stigma and stamens they are positioned at a far away each other. Okay, so that type of arrangement is called hercogamy. Stamen and stigma they are positioned far away to prevent self pollination. That is called hercogamy. Then third type under the unicliny, that is heterostyly. Which means stamen and style length is different in different flowers, which promote cross pollination and prevent self pollination. This heterostyly divided into two types: distyly and tristyly. The last category under unicliny, that is self sterilization, or it is also called self incompatibility. So we will discuss one by one in very detail. So the first one, dicliny or unisexuality. So what it means? Unisexuality or dicliny, which means only unisexual flowers are present. It is possible, cross pollination possible only in unisexual flowers. Okay. So what it means unisexual flower? Unisexual flower means a flower has only one essential organ, either anther or pistil or carpel. So flower they have only an androecium, that is male flower, and flower has only gynoecium, which is female flower. Okay, so that promote unisexuality, promote cross pollination. If it is bisexual flower, there is a higher chance for self pollination. So if it is unisexual flower, that promote cross pollination. Okay, so flowers are unisexual, that promote cross pollination. Then what it means monoecious? Monoecious means male and female flowers, they are present on the same plant. Okay, so these unisexual plants, that means male flower and female flower, they may be present on the same plant. At that time, that type of arrangement, that is called monoecious. Okay, so monoecious means male flower and female flower, they present on the same plant, but the flowers are not bisexual, flowers are unisexual, male and female flower. For example, coconut and bitter gourd, they have male and female flower on the same plant. So this arrangement, monoecious condition, which promote cross pollination. Okay, and in castor and maize also monoecious condition present, and in those plants what you can see, autogamy, that means self pollination. Autogamy, which means self pollination. Another name of self pollination is autogamy. Cross pollination is called allogamy. So autogamy is prevented in maize and castor, and it promote geitonogamy. Geitonogamy we already discussed about in the cross pollination. So cross pollination, geitonogamy, what it means? Which means the anther from male flower transferring to female flower present on the same plant, which is called geitonogamy. Okay, so in these plants, castor and maize, autogamy is prevented, but geitonogamy is promoted. That means cross pollination promoted. Okay, then another type under this unisexuality or diclining, which is dioecious. What it means, dioecious? Dioecious means male flower present on different plant and female flower present on the different plants. Okay, male and a female flower, they present on the different plant. That condition is called dioecious. So dioecious condition also promote cross pollination. For example, in example you can say Carica papaya. Papaya, you know, it is scientific name is Carica papaya, and Borassus. Okay, these are dioecious plants and they perform cross pollination. Why they are called dioecious plants? Male flower and female flower on different plants, that condition is called dioecious. Okay, so dioecious and monoecious, they come under dicliny or unisexuality, which promote cross pollination. It is the one of the outbreeding device or mechanism present in plants for promoting cross pollination. Then next one, another outbreeding device or contrivances of cross pollination, which is monocliny or bisexuality. Okay, so this mechanism which prevents self pollination and promote cross pollination. This monocliny or bisexuality, which is divided into dichogamy and heterogamy and heterostyle and self incompatibility. Okay, so first of all we are going to study the first type of bisexuality or monocliny, which is dichogamy. Dichogamy means, di means two, dichogamies and anther and stigma, they mature at different times. Understood? Dichogamy means the essential organs, anther and stigma, they mature at different times, that prevent self-pollination and promote cross-pollination. Anther and stigma, they mature at a different time. Okay, so if first of all anther mature and they produce pollen, but in bisexual flower, in bisexual, I am telling about bisexual flower. Okay, in bisexual flower, how self pollination prevented? By this mechanism, dichogamy. So what is happening here? First of all, in bisexual flower, anther develop mature and they produce pollen, but stigma is not produced. They are not mature, so self-pollination is not possible and only cross-pollination possible. Okay, so dichogamy is divided into two types: protandry and protogyny. Protandry means androecium or anther which mature first. Okay, protandry, anther mature first, the later gynoecium or stigma which mature. Okay, so anther mature first and later stigma mature. That condition is called protandry. And for example, in plants, helianthus and cleodendron, this type of protandry, this mechanism present to prevent self-pollination and promote cross-pollination. The next type, protogyny. Protogyny, that means stigma. Stigma mature first, then later anther mature. Okay, so this type of mechanism present in Scophilaria nodosa and Aristolochia bracteata. These plants shows protogyny, and helianthus and cleodendron they show protandry. Okay. The next outbreeding device or mechanism for cross-pollination which is under monoclinic bisexuality is hercogamy. So hercogamy, which means the essential organ and the or stamen and style which is positioned far away. Okay, look here, Gloriosa superba. In this Gloriosa superba, this is the style and stigma, that means female part of the flower, and these are the stamens. So here this style and the stamen, they are arranged in different position, that means they are arranged far away from each other. Okay, so this style is far away from stamen, so that prevents self-pollination. For example, Gloriosa superba. So this is a picture of Gloriosa superba. In here, the style and stigma, they are reflected away from each other and their position is far away from each other. And also you can see in hibiscus, if you observe hibiscus flower, at the top of the flower the stigma is situated, and below the stamens are situated. Okay, so the stigma is far above the stamens in hibiscus, so that is also heterogamy condition. So heterogamy means here the position of style and stamens are far away from each other, so self-pollination is prevented and cross-pollination is promoted. Heterostyle, it is another type of mechanism which promote cross-pollination under euclinia or bisexuality. Hetero means different, style means different style. So what it means, there are 2 or 3 different flowers which are different in length of style and stigma. Okay, so in this condition on the plants there are 2 or 3 different flowers. Those flowers, style and stamen, they are different in lengths. So it prevents self-pollination and it promote cross-pollination. How they promote cross-pollination? Because the pollination occur in between the flower with the same length of stamen and a same length of style. Then only pollination possible. Flower with a different length of style and a different length of stamen, they are not going to do pollination. Okay, so heterostyly again divided into 2 types, distyly and tristyly. So what it means distyly and what it means tristyly? Distyly, what it means? Di means 2. The plant which produce 2 different forms of flower, that is distyly. Okay, so these bisexual flowers, the plant produce 2 different forms of bisexual flower. What it is? The first one, the flower, they have long style and long stigmatic papillae, and they have short stamen and small pollen grain. So they produce one flower, one form of flower, a plant which produce one form of flower, That flower, they have long style and long stigmatic papillae. Okay. Instead, they have short stamen and small pollen grain. So this flower is not going to pollinate with the same flower. So long style, long stigmatic papillae, short stamen and small pollen grain is not going to pollinate with the long style, long stigmatic papillae, short stamen and small pollen grain. Pollination is prevented. Self-pollination is prevented because style and stamen, their length is different. I told you about hercogamy. If the length of the stamen and style is same, then only pollination allowed. So here pollination is not possible. Self-pollination is not possible. Then the another type of flower, that is they have short style, that is called thrum-eye. They have short style and small stigmatic papillae. Just opposite to this flower. They have short style, small stigmatic papillae, but they have long stamen and large pollen grain. Okay, so this flower is not going to self-pollinate because the style and stamen length are different. So no self-pollination. Okay, but these two plants, they have long style and they have long stamen. So their stamen and style length is same. So it will lead to effective pollination, cross pollination. So this condition is called distyling. So these two different flowers, they can do cross pollination, they cannot do self pollination. Example, in flower primula flower, they show distyling. Okay, the next one, tristyling. The next type of hercogamy, that is tristyling. Tristyling means there are three different flowers. Okay, so suppose there are three different flowers and these three different flowers stamen and style length is different. So the first flower, their stamen and style length is different, but it cannot self pollinate, but it can pollinate with the second and third flower. Why? Because this first flower stamen or style length will be same with the second and the third flower. So they can cross pollinate, but they cannot themselves pollinate. So self pollination is not possible here, but it promote cross pollination. So the first flower can cross pollinate with the second and third flower, but it cannot self pollinate because their stamen and style length is different. Okay, so in these plants, those plants, they show tristyly, there are three different flowers. These three different flowers formed on the basis of different length of style and stamen. Okay, so lythrum plants, they have these types of flowers which promote cross pollination and prevent self pollination. Then another type of monocliny or bisexuality mechanism, which is self-sterility. Self-sterility also prevents self-pollination, that promote cross-pollination. So what it is, in a bisexual flower, here the stamens, they produce stamen, they produce pollen grain, and this pollen grain, they fall on the stigma of the same flower, but the stigma that reject the pollen, or pollen is not possible to germinate on the stigma of the same flower. That is self incompatibility or self sterility. So in this bisexual flower, their pollen grains cannot germinate on their stigma. Okay, so this flower, they cannot germinate their own pollen grains on their own stigma. That is called self sterility or self incompatibility. So this is a genetic mechanism and which promote cross pollination. They can pollinate with other flowers, but they cannot pollinate with their own flower because pollen grains are not going to germinate on their flower. So example, in passiflora, this kinds of self sterility or self incompatibility present. This is a genetic mechanism.